वे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लाङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं। नमयो विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने। कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतशक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं। प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। So, it's been some time we haven't read Srimad Bhagavatam. There are so many tithis that were there in the past few days. So, for the next, I think, at least week or more, we don't have any more special tithis, so we can, continuously go through this Srimad Bhagavatam.
But it's nice also to hear.
Yes, it is. It is nice.
You devotees know.
It's very purifying, yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm just telling that there will be no break. That's what I want to tell. We had for the past 1 week.
No, yeah. I like to
We need to also. We should. We should remember Vaishnavas on their appearance and disappearance days. That is the what do you call vidhan. That is the regulation. There is a regulation that we should remember the pure devotees on their, not just on their appearance and disappearance days, we should remember them always. But it's a very special opportunity that they give us. We need to do that.
One of the limbs of devotion.
Yes. Granther Arambhe Kori Mangalacharan Guru Vaishnav Bhagavan Tinira Smaran. We have to remember Guru Vaishnav Bhagavan always. All devotional duties are to be performed with soulful remembrance of Hari Guru Vaishnavas. Otherwise it's not possible. Tinera Smarana Hoy Vigna Vinashan, all the impediments that come on the path of devotion will be finished by remembering Hari Guru Vaishnavas. Achirate Hoy Nija Vanchita Puran, all the desires, devotional desires will be fulfilled.
They are good examples, no?
Yes, they are very inspiring. The life stories of devotees very inspiring. Even in the middle of so many troubles and hindrances, blasphemies, oppressions, harassments, calamities, chaotic situations, how they are performing Hari Bhajan. Yes, that is an example to all of us, inspiration to all of us. So, we will continue from where we left off in Srimad Bhagavatam. Narad Goswami is giving an example, Sukadeva Goswami is giving an example to Parikshit Maharaj, the discussion that has happened in Rajasuya Yajna. Yudhishthira had inquired Narad Rishi that we hear how come the persons like Shishupala, who was bearing enmity towards Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, how could he get deliverance, Sayujya Mukti? This is very much astonishing. Then Narada Goswami, satisfied with the question of Yudhishthira, is giving reply. The root question is that the Lord does not discriminate between demons or demigods, devotees or non-devotees. He is equal to all. So in this context, this particular example of Shishupala is being mentioned where Yudhishthira had inquired Narada Goswami. Narada Goswami replies, you see, insult, praise, worship, respect or disrespect, all these things are considered by those who are bodily conscious. Those who think that I am this body, this belongs to me, I and mine. Till that time, those devotees, those entities who have this conception of I and mine, they are having this kind of, or they get affected by insult or praise, respect or disrespect. But for those who are beyond this, there is no such, they are neither happy when they get praised nor unhappy when they are insulted, because they are transcendental to this particular state. That is Supreme Lord. Narada Goswami says, because the Supreme Lord does not have this concept of I and mine, He is present as Atma in all the living entities, therefore everyone is His. He is within everyone and everyone is inside Him. There is no one outside Him and He is not outside of any living entity. He is simultaneously within and without the living entities. Therefore, there is no discrimination of this person belongs to me or does not belong to me. Oh, I am insulted, therefore I should not go there. I am respected here, I can go there. This kind of discrimination is not there in the case of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. But then, therefore, there is no enmity or friendship that the Lord bears with anyone. But then why does He kill the enemies? In order to bring auspiciousness upon them, He kills these demons. Not for enmity, out of enmity, just like mother. She beats or chastises the child who is mischievous, not because she is envious of the child, it is because she wants to rectify that particular child's activities so that he also becomes a very nice gentleman after he is grown up. In a similar manner, the Supreme Lord, he is not discriminating. He has got the love of crores and crores of mothers put together. Therefore, he does not, for a mother, there is no good child and bad child. For mother, even a bad child is her own child. Mother does not discriminate between the child, oh, this is my good child, this is my bad child. She tells to everyone, even the child is bad, no, my child is like this, my child does like this. Even if there is some bad, no, I have seen your son doing it. You see, those bad people are there, they polluted my child. It could be her own child who had polluted others, but she will never say. For the mother, no child is bad. In a similar manner, for Supreme Lord, no living entity is good or bad for him. He is equal to all. He loves everyone equally. But he is punishing some just to rectify. Now we'll continue from verse number 26. Tasmad dvaira anubandhena निर्वैरेण भयेन वा स्नेहात् कामेन वा युग्यात् कथंचिन नेक्षते पृथक अतएव की वैरभाव की भक्ति जोग की भय की स्नेह अथवा की काम ইহার যে কোনো একটি উপায় দ্বারা তাহাতে মনঃ সংযোগ করিতে হইবে, তাহাকে স্বতন্ত্রভাবে কখনো দেখিবেন না। Therefore, my dear Yudhishthira, whether one is carrying enmity towards the Lord, somebody is performing devotion, somebody is fearful, some others have love, and others have lust towards Supreme Lord. By any one of these processes, if one can engage their mind in Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, he does not discriminate. In what manner one is approaching me, the Lord will not see. Whether one approaches out of fear, one approaches out of enmity, one approaches out of affection or lust or through devotion, any one of these processes, if one can engage their mind in Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, he does not differentiate. This is the magnanimity of Supreme Lord. He is called Udarachet, the one who performs the activities of magnanimity. For the great, there is no discrimination. The great never discriminate. Only those who think that they are great, they will discriminate. Mahat, a great personality, in all his activities he is Mahat, he is great. In all his activities, not like some activities is great, some activities is okay. No. He who is great in all activities can be called as a great personality. Supreme Lord is no ordinary person. If someone is approaching with love, oh, okay, he is so nice. If someone is approaching with enmity, oh, he is not nice. No, for him, he has no such discrimination. To Yudhishthira, Narada Goswami is telling, this incident is being spoken by Sukadeva Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj. When Parikshit Maharaj asked that why does the Lord favor demigods? Why does he kill demons? He is supposedly equipoised, but why does he discriminate? So in that reply, this particular conversation is going on. Anyone approaching him in any of these moods, he does not differentiate. Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, যদি বলেন দেখুন নিন্দাদি ভগবানের পীড়াজনক না হোক, কিন্তু নিন্দাকারীর দুরদৃষ্ট জনকত্ব নিশ্চয়ই হইবে, যেমন কৌমুত্যক ভাবেও উক্ত হইয়াছে নিন্দাং ভগবতঃ শৃण्वन्। अर्थात ভগবানের বা তদীয় ভক্তের নিন্দা শ্রবণ করিয়া যে ব্যক্তি সে স্থান ত্যাগ না করে সেও সর্বস্বীকৃতি হইতে বঞ্চিত হইয়া অধঃপতিত হয়। One says, you see, if somebody is blaspheming God, maybe it does not give any pain to God, because previously it is said pain and pleasure are there for only those persons who identify themselves with the body. If someone is saying good, there is pleasure. If someone is saying bad, then there is pain. Pain and pleasure, suffering or enjoyment, or happiness and distress are there in this world as long as one is identifying oneself with the body. But the moment it's gone, there is no pain and pleasure. It is always in bliss. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma is always in peace and happiness. So, because the Lord has Lord has no identification with the body, it does not pain him. Even if someone is using abusive words to the Lord, it does not pain him. But it is also said in the scriptures at some places that a person who hears the blasphemy of the Lord or the devotees, if he does not leave away that place, he will become fallen. Sarva sukriti hoite vanchita hoya, and he will be deprived of all auspiciousness. Even though it is said that it does not affect the Lord, okay, no problem, but it affects the one who is blaspheming. The one who is speaking or the one who is listening, both are affected. Maybe it does not affect the Lord. So still, it's a warning in the scripture that you should not do it. So it's not a safe path to take to blaspheme. यार उत्तरे बोलते चेन सत्य किंतु निंदा दुई प्रकार अनुकूल्यमयी ओ प्रातिकूल्यमयी. Yes, it is true. Person should not blaspheme or hear the blasphemy of Vishnu and Vaishnavas, because that will not give benefit. On the contrary, it will only bring inauspiciousness to the listener and to the speaker. Even though the Lord is not affected at all, he is affected the least. If someone is, as we heard the other day, if we are spitting at the sky, what will happen? It will come back on us only. You cannot spit on the sky because sky is vast. Therefore, you cannot spit. It will come back on us only. In a similar manner, when the Lord is blasphemed or abusive words are used to him, Lord is not affected. He is affected the least. They say that when the elephant is walking, the dogs are barking. So the elephant minds the least. Oh, dogs are barking. Why are you? What is the problem? Please solve me. I am not walking properly. I am not talking properly. What is your problem with me? Does an elephant care? No. You bark. You do your things. I am doing my thing. So it does not affect. In a similar manner, the Lord is not affected by anyone blaspheming, but it is that person who is getting in trouble. Shri Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says, the blasphemy, or you can say the ninda, means the insulting words, is two types. One is anukulyamayi and pratikulyamayi. One is favorable insult and the other is unfavorable. Favorable and unfavorable insult. Two types of insults. Tanmadhye prathama anukulyamayi premer vilasa rupayi. And the first one is anukula, favorable insult. The favorable insult is, a part of prema, love. It's out of love, out of affection, this insult comes. That is, mृगयुरिव कपींद्रम, अर्थात हे मधुकर, हे कृष्ण रामचंद्र रूपे व्याधेर न्याय छल करिया নিরপরাধ বানররাজ বালিকে বধ করিয়াছিলেন এবং তিনি ওই রামচন্দ্র রূপী স্ত্রীর বশীভূত হইয়া কামাতুরা শূর্পণখার কর্ণ ও নাসিকা ছেদন করতা তাহাকে বিরূপ করিয়াছিলেন। আর লোক যেমন ছলে কাককে বন্ধন করে সেই রূপ তিনি বামন রূপ দৈত্যরাজ বলিকেও তৎপ্রদত্ত বলি ভোজন করিয়া ছলে তাহার সর্বস্ব অপহরণ পূর্বক নাগপাশের দ্বারা বন্ধন করিয়াছিলেন। অতএব এতাদৃশ শ্রীকৃষ্ণের সাক্ষ্যে আমাদের প্রয়োজন নাই। যদি বলো তাহা হইলে কেন তোমরা সতত তাহার গুণগান করিতেছ? So the gopis are speaking. The gopis are telling insulting words to Krishna. You see, when Krishna has disappeared from the Rasa Krida, the Rasa Leela, at that time, seeing the bumblebees, seeing the trees, the gopis are speaking. It's called Gopi Gita. In Gopi Gita, there is also insulting words. They are insulting Krishna. They are telling that this Krishna, as Ramachandra, you know what he did? He was hiding himself behind the tree and he killed Bali. He is a cheat. They are telling, the gopis are telling he is a big cheat because he has disappeared from Rasa Leela. This fellow is a big cheat because he is, as Ramachandra, he is hiding and he has shot an arrow at Bali and he killed him. This is not the right manner to approach. And in the very, birth as Ramachandra, he became completely subdued by the love of Sita and he had cut the nose of Surpanakha. Because he loves Sita, he envied Surpanakha. He cut the nose and he made her look very ugly. Surpanakha is also very smart. She came very beautifully in front of Lord Ramachandra to attract. But Lord Ramachandra has taken Ekapatni Vrata. He will have only one wife. So Lakshmana went. What is the problem? Why are you gazing at my brother like this? What do you want? No, your brother is so handsome. I want to love him. I want to marry him. Then Lakshmana immediately cut the nose and the ear. Get out. Now who will marry you? I will see. So as Lord Ramachandra, he became completely subdued by a love of another woman, that is Sita Devi, and he had cut the nose and ears of, Surpanakha, thereby making her ugly looking. And the same as Vamanadev had taken everything of Bali Maharaj by deceit. So he went as a Brahmana, as a small beggar. I want only 3 steps of land. What do I want? He's telling, no, take more, ask for more. No, I don't want anything. I just want 3 steps. And telling this, he has taken away everything of Bali Maharaj. Poor Bali Maharaj. This fellow is a big cheat. Not only once, twice, every time he is cheating only. Ataiva. And not only did he take away everything of Bali Maharaj, he had bound him with the snake ropes. Nagapash. He was immediately bound, arrested, so that Bali cannot counteract on Vamandev. Once everything is taken, now he bound him. So he is a deceit. A person who has submitted to him, that fellow is also bound, and he has been deprived of everything by this fellow. अतएव एतादृश श्री कृष्णेर साक्ष्य आमादेर प्रयोजने. Therefore we don't want to make any friendship with Krishna any longer. The gopis are telling like this. We don't want to love this fellow anymore. He is a cheat. Every birth he is only cheating. So this is also insulting words, right? This is not words of praise. Insulting. যদি বলো তাহা হইলে কেন তোমরা সতত তাহার গুণগান করিতেছ? Now if one were to ask the gopis, that you know that this fellow is a big cheater, and he has done several times, then why are you always singing his glories? You are telling that you don't want to have any more relationship with this fellow, then why are you always singing his glories? If someone were to ask, Tadutre bolitechi, tahar katha parityag kara dussadya. See, the thing is, it's very difficult for us to give up speaking about him. It's very difficult for us to give up speaking about him. এই প্রকারে যে আনুকূল্যময়ী নিন্দা তাহা কিন্তু পুরুষার্থ চূড়ামণি মরীচি মঞ্জরীর পরম পুরুষার্থ গোপী প্রেমের প্রকাশময় মুকুলের ন্যায় উহা ব্রজ গোপীগণ ব্যতীত কেহই লাভ করিতে পারেন না। This is called anukulyamayi ninda, favorable insult. These are the words of insult that are favorable. What favorable? That is only reminding him of the Lord again and again. These words of insult are used by the gopis. Purushartha Chudamani Marichi Manjari Param Purushartha Gopi Prem. This is possible in, for one who has attained the highest Purushartha. Purushartha means the highest attainment. That is Gopi Prem. Only a person who has attained Gopi Prem can have this kind of Anukulya Ninda, favorable insult. Uha Brajadevi Gana Vyatita Kehoi Labh Kurte Parayana. This is not possible for anyone other than the gopis of Vrindavan. Only they have this kind of, eligibility, or it is called Vyajastuti. Vyajastuti means indirect glorification. It is not an insult, but this is an indirect glorification. Means by this way they are remembering the glories of Supreme Lord. It may appear for an outsider that, this fellow is insulting. How dare you insult my son or my daughter or my mother, my brother? But it is out of love. Like the father, the brother of a father is, talking ill about our father. Now as a son, I will not be able to understand their relationship. You rascal, my uncle is telling to my father. Now you say, you are calling my father as a rascal, how dare you? No, that is out of their relationship. They are calling themselves as fools or rascals or stupids or whatever. They have, just like the disciples of Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. One disciple of Prabhupada said bad words about another disciple of Prabhupada. We intermittently come and tell, oh, this Vaishnava is good, this Vaishnava is bad. If you take any side of any Vaishnava, seeing from, your own lower state, you will commit a great offense. When our Param Gurudev, he came out of Sri Chaitanya Math, there were some problems, severe problems. He tried to stay there, but that was not to happen. He tried to unite many God brothers, but that was not to happen. Ultimately, he came out of Chaitanya Math and he started staying in Calcutta, away from, Mayapur. But when he was staying in Chaitanya Math, Calcutta also, there was a problem. It was not appreciated. So he thought, why should I give trouble to my God brothers? So he came out of Chaitanya Math and he started staying in a rented house in Rasbihari Avenue, Hazra Road. And then he was speaking Harikatha there, doing preaching programs. Many devotees started coming and attending Param Gurudev's lectures. And his preaching program became more, advanced, or you can say more appreciated by ordinary people. Now, a set of people envied this activity. They came to the place where Param Gurudev was speaking Harikatha, and they distributed pamphlets in that assembly that this is not original Sri Chaitanya Math. This, the actual, if you want to know the actual teachings of Chaitanya Math, the actual teachings of Prabhupada, etc., then you have to come to this Math, but this is not the right place to get the true teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How much envious nature that person might have got, that he came to the place where our Param Gurudev is speaking Harikatha, and he distributed these pamphlets right in front of him to everyone that you come there. Don't come here. One of our, what you call, Guru Varga, means Param Gurudev's disciples, he received this. They saw this and they were burning in, anger that we need to take some action. They went to our Param Gurudev, our Guru Varga went to our Param Gurudev. They told, Guru Maharaj, we cannot tolerate this. Enough is enough. We have seen a lot. You have come out from there, you have come out, we are doing independently, but still this is happening. We cannot tolerate any longer. We have to take an action on this. Then Param Gurudev told, they are my God brothers. They have every right to say about me, you are children, stay as children. Don't get into our personal things. They have love for me. Out of love they are speaking this to me. For you, you are seeing as envy, but it is their love towards me. So Param Gurudev did not allow their God brothers, means our Guru Varga or his disciples, to get into that area. Why? That's not your zone. That's not your zone. We are, we have our family, we are brothers' family, and within our brothers' family we can have thousands and millions of things. You are a kid, you remain a kid. Same thing has happened in the case of our Gurudev also. When our Gurudev was preaching in Western countries, our Guru Maharaj never spoke on higher subject matters. He always was very careful, just like Swami Maharaj. Swami Maharaj did not speak higher topics. He always spoke topics where we have eligibility. We have not properly understood Dhruva and Prahlad's narrations, and we want to talk about Gopi Prem, Radha Dasya. Those topics are beyond us. So Guru Maharaj, whenever he spoke Harikatha, he would always speak about Sharanagati, surrender, which is very, very essential. He would talk about not having any, ill mentality towards any living entity. You have to rectify yourself. Don't find faults in others. So these Guru Maharaj would fundamentally teach. Come out of your misconception of the self. The root cause of all your problems is your misidentification of the self. So Guru Maharaj would, basically talk about these topics. So someone commented that Tirtha Maharaj is not, Vaishnava in the Gopi Prem, something like that. He is like Madhyam Bhagavata, something like that, commented. In the internet, so many articles have come. Some person has said this. Now, naturally, our God brothers, I was not there in the mud during those days, our senior God brothers, they got very much angered by this. How can anyone comment like that? If I call your Gurudev as Madhyam Bhagavata or Kanishta Bhagavata or a Sadhaka, it is very, demeaningful. Or it's not appropriate. How can you identify one as a Madhyam Bhagavata or Uttam Bhagavata? What is your category? So, our God brothers, they got enraged and they collected articles from Gaudiya, at the time of Prabhupada they were printed, that how people like us have no eligibility to talk about the topics of Srimad Bhagavatam, highest topics of Srimad Bhagavatam. Articles of Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, articles of Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj have been assembled at one place and drafted a nice reply. Because during those days the internet era has begun just, and already these things are being posted on the internet. So Guru Maharaj, against all our God brothers, they had collected what Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj, what Srila Prabhupada had written about our eligibility, where we stand and what should we talking and hearing about. And all of these things have been collected, and just before putting on the net, they went to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, that such and such thing has come about you and we cannot bear this. So we have drafted a very nice reply in this, and this is there in the reply. With your permission, we want to put it in the internet. Guru Maharaj immediately told, they are my well-wishers. Therefore, they or he or those persons, out of their love towards me, they have used these words. You will not understand. And you should not get into this. They have done it out of love to me. That I understand, you don't understand. Don't do this. It will be an offense if you do this. So because Guru Maharaj said this, they didn't do it. Stopped. Everything was ready, but they did not do it. Why? Because you see, this is what, when the great persons are talking, then persons like us have no entry into that particular arena. It's outside our area of entry. They can do it out of their own relationship. But meanwhile, by staying outside or by not able to understand, that's what it is said, one of the offenses to Vaishnava is, if two Vaishnavas are having some kind of misunderstandings, to take anyone's side is also offense. To take one side and to blaspheme the other is an offense. That we should not do in any case. So here, that is one. The other thing is Vyajastuti. It's an indirect glorification. All those who have acted against our Param Gurudev, or appear to have acted against Param Gurudev, all of them later accepted that Madhav Goswami Maharaj has Satirtha Priti. He has got affection to all his god brothers. Previously they thought, or it became in their deeds, that they did not like our Param Gurudev. But with time, all of them had agreed or had accepted, or in another sense we can say, indirectly it has been proven that our Param Gurudev is Satirtha Priti. Even if they have acted against Param Gurudev, apparently, I will not say that they have done it deliberately, but even though apparently it appeared that they have acted against him, ultimately it added to his glory. The way he treated them, even though he was attacked by them. Just like Durvasa, he has offended Ambarish Maharaj. Now, if we see that, Durvasa is a very bad person because he offended Ambarish Maharaj, then we are at fault. We would have committed offense at the feet of Durvasa. Durvasa wanted to sing the glories of Ambarish Maharaj. That is why he had taken a negative role in that. Only when there is contrast you can see the positive thing. If there is no negative, then you will not be able to appreciate the positive. So a person who has taken the negative side not necessarily is the villain of the event. He could be the one to show a contrasting or a striking quality of another personality. So, whatever has happened after the disappearance of Srila Prabhupada, it is all indirect glorification of all the family members of Srila Prabhupada only. By their various deeds and activities, they have glorified each other's, good qualities. This is what is the spiritual vision. But if we are on the mundane platform seeing, only material dissimilarities or, misunderstandings, then we would have committed a great offense, and then we would have been deprived of our own auspiciousness.
We are in illusion.
Hmm?
We are in illusion.
Yes. So we have not understood their true relationship. They are brothers. Their relationship is different. That's why Guru Maharaj used to say that when our Param Gurudev was in Vrindavan, at that time Srila Swami Maharaj was in Radha Damodar temple translating Srimad Bhagavatam into English before he went to West. So Guru Maharaj said that once I went to Radha Damodar Mandir and I saw Srila Swami Maharaj, I offered my obeisances to him and they told, our Gurudev is here, why don't you come to our mutt? Why don't you stay there in our mutt? Why don't you come there? So Swami Maharaj said that no, I am writing here. I want a peaceful place without any disturbance, but I shall definitely come to see Srila Madhav Maharaj. Our Param Gurudev was senior to Swami Maharaj. Also he was a Grihastha previously, and Param Gurudev was from Brahmacharya to Sannyas. So he told, I shall go. So Swami Maharaj came to our mutt in Vrindavan, and our Gurudev, he took him to our Param Gurudev's Bhajan Kutir. Guru Maharaj said, after I left him in the Bhajan Kutir of Gurudev, I came out and I was standing outside. I did not go inside. Because I have no eligibility of what they are discussing. I am a small boy. When elders, superiors are talking, I should not be living there, staying there. So I came out thinking that I have no eligibility, and then it is after they have finished the discussion, I took Swami Maharaj again and took him all the way to the gate. So the thing is, when the senior Vaishnavas, they are speaking, we have no eligibility. They may be laughing, they may be insulting each other, they may be using some indirect glorification of each other. And our Bharati Maharaj used to say this, that in a big assembly of all the disciples of Prabhupada, one Vaishnava, I don't remember his name, he told our Param Gurudev, why do you do everything with such a great pomp and show? It's called Adambarata. Why do you exhibit so much of pomp and show in your activities? Madhav Maharaj is a great exhibitor of great, show. He is an exhibitor. Something like that he commented. Then immediately Jajava Goswami Maharaj, he told, yes, Madhav Maharaj is an exhibitor. He has exhibited how to get the land of Srila Prabhupada in the place of Puri Dham. He has exhibited how to get, in Agartala, how to get a land. He has exhibited in Calcutta how to construct big building. Yes, Madhav Maharaj is a great exhibitor. So it has two meanings. Why do you exhibit so much? But the same exhibitor, when I say, oh, this person is talking, oh, he's an exhibitor, no, he is blaspheming our Gurudev. But no, Jajava Goswami has covered it so nicely. Yes, he's an exhibitor. You need exhibitors like this. So it's an indirect glorification that we may not be able to understand. One time, Srila Swami Maharaj, when he came from the western countries, he came to meet Srila Bhakti-Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj. Both of them were sitting and talking to each other. But they were talking in Bengali language. Swami Maharaj has all English speaking disciples, they don't know Bengali. So both of them were speaking in Bengali and cutting jokes, laughing, sometimes serious, sometimes joking in this manner for a long time. They were laughing. After that, after everything is over, they all are coming back, and the disciples of Srila Swami Maharaj asked, they call him Prabhupada, Prabhupada, you were laughing for such a long time. What were you discussing? Then Srila Swami Maharaj replied, if I tell you what we were discussing, you will faint. If I tell you what we were discussing, you will all faint. Means there are certain topics that are beyond our eligibility. They may be cutting jokes that are, that may look pretty ordinary. I'm just telling, we don't know what they were discussing, but I'm just telling, it may look very pretty ordinary. I think, oh, they are also joking like this. There was, in the times of Prabhupada, there used to be such jokes. These days jokes have changed. But those days, there were different jokes. The joke was, I think our Param Gurudev says that to Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Maharaj, you are always in the head of all the living entities. Then Keshav Maharaj says, Madhav Maharaj, you are always in the heart of all the living entities. So head because Keshavaya Namaha, we are saying Keshavaya Namaha. And heart means Narayana Namaha, Madhavaya Namaha. We are telling Madhavaya Namaha. So in the jokes also there was fun and there was spirituality. Param Gurudev is telling you are in the head of all the living entities. Keshavaya Namaha. And Keshav Goswami says you are in the heart of all Madhavaya Namaha. So we cannot understand, they are speaking just ordinary words. No, they are all spiritual words, fully based on, spiritual basis. So anyway, some nice topics have been discussed today in indirect glorification. But we will continue the purport tomorrow.
But always is Krishna's desires, no? That to happen.
Yes.
That he wants to.
Yes, we cannot understand the ways of Krishna. We cannot understand the ways of the Vaishnavas.
Which Leela going on?
We are on a material plane and these are happening on a spiritual plane. From material platform we cannot understand the spirituality. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatattvatmak Shri Gaura Hari Ki Jai. Paramaradhitam Patita Pavana Stotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitya Leela Pravishtham Vishnupad Pranamta Stotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jagat Guru Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shri Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath Shadu Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran Ki Jai. Shri Krishna Dvaipayana Vedavyasa Mahamuni Ki Jai. Jai Shri Sukadev Goswami Evam Parikshit Maharaj Ki Jai. Narad Goswami Ki Jai. Yudhishthir Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Samagata Srimad Bhagavat Shravanakari Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinama Prabhu Ki Jai. Shri Harinama Sankirtan Ki Jai. Gaur Primanam De Hari Hari Bol.